in the game. First coming from Chelsea, and a swift counter up to Angerin, back to Bate, out to Livramento, as usual, was pivotal for Chelsea here, and there was Miles Pert-Harris.
And it was an important goal as well, because the game needed a break, didn't it? It needed a breakthrough, should I say, as well. But again, Livramento, who went on in the second half for me, creating opportunities, charging forward down that right-hand side and delivering balls into the box. But again, that one was perfect. And all of a sudden, Leicester City come back the other way, and we got some defending to do.
Damari Gray to Flynn with the cross. Musque's header, he did well to get across his man, but Lucas Bergstrom had it and lost it, and that was one each.
So disappointing, isn't it? I mean, everybody knows it's a huge mistake. I mean, they are the last man, the goalkeeper, and any mistake often gives them the opponents a goal. But this was Livramento at his best, charging forward and putting the ball into a good area. And Henry Lawrence, although the touch was probably not what he meant, it sat up nice for him to smash home the volley from close range.
Common occurrence, it really isn't.
What Tino needs, Ben, is maybe a last-ditch goal to prove that he can play 90 minutes and get 8 goals as well. Might stay on the pitch a bit more often.
Barlow dropping deep. He's been playing in a deeper role. We normally see him quite often up front, sometimes wide, but he's a more central role. Ahead of Bate, but behind Angerin. And here goes Livramento again. Go on! Yes, Henry Lawrence! 88th minute, and hopefully a winner for Chelsea. And it's Livramento raiding down the right again, and it's the right wing back to the left wing back.
Yeah, he's been excellent, hasn't he? I mean, he knows he's got the pace to beat the last man. Gets a super ball in. I mean, defensively poor by Leicester. Should have got something on that, but I think Henry's been a bit fortunate with his touch. Bounces up and still he doesn't get closed down. He's got the opportunity then to time his volley, smashes it past the goalkeeper. And although desperate attempts to keep the ball out, what looks like what could be a winning goal, Ben.
Quite literally holding his hand all the way to the touchline as the cross comes in. Oh, Lucas Bergstrom! Not again, please. Not again.
Goodness me, I think it's one of those games he wants to forget, really, isn't it? And
well, he'll feel better if it is won by 2-1.
But this one was easier than the one that he gave away. He still manages to drop it. So it's one of those moments, is it, in the game you take a deep breath.
If they've oiled the football or something tonight. Still Archer dropped one, didn't he? Just the simplest soft ball coming out the sky.
Did,
he probably took his half. But
no, I don't think they oiled the ball.
I don't think they have. But it's being slightly flippant. But yes, entirely convincing. 400 minutes. Andy Myers is checking his own watch there, as managers always will do. Really, where have you got full from? Whereas 2-1 the other way. Only 4?
Well, it tells you as well that, you know, the lads look at 4 minutes, they see the sign going up, and when they think they're over the line, you know, you just suddenly think you scored in the 88th minute, but yeah, there's still work to do. And I think the coaches like Andy Myers and all other coaches up and down will be saying to their players, you know what, 4 minutes, keep working, keep going. I like to think it's only 9. No, it's not been easy. Leicester have put us under a lot of pressure and not allowed us to play our usual game, although we've managed to on odd occasions. We always got a danger with Damari Gray, who for me wasn't at the races today. Very disappointing. But you know, we've dug in, we've kept going, we've kept pursuing the attack with Livramento down the right flank, which has caused them all sorts of problems. And the passing of Lewis Bate has been very, very important. And of course, it's about putting it in the back of the net. We've arguably missed 1 or 2 chances that maybe we should have done better with.
This has not been a game full of tons of quality from either side, but the intensity of it, as you say that, you're right, it really is. Sometimes you can have a game where it's not necessarily quite as up-tempo as you might hope at this level, but this actually has been, in terms of the closing down, the challenges, they've been strong in the tackle, both sides have it. Probably quite a physically tiring game for the players to play in, I think.
It's been hard work, and because the work rate that's gone into closing the ball down, the person on the ball has got to work even harder to create something, find space, and he needs players running off the ball all the time, and that's been hard work for everybody. I agree. I think both teams will feel it tomorrow when they wake up and come in for their stretches. They'll know they've been in a tiring match, and it's all good for the players, because you've got to play in tight areas and play quickly and still try and create football. But it's not been flowing for either side. They've not been allowed to pass and move and keep the ball for lots and lots of touches, but it's been intense, that's for sure.
Not unprecedented, a Henry Lawrence goal. Did see him smash one in at Stamford Bridge, actually, against Brighton. Similar position. At the moment, he's the match winner in waiting if Chelsea can see out this last minute.
Yeah, just a free kick, which they're obviously going to pump forward.
O'Connor's up.
It was actually in the other half of the field. You can't do that. Right, the referee does well there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a last-ditch effort. Now they've thrown everybody forward, Leicester.
Does the keeper come for it? That's the question. Well, he won't need to. Good header out. Off he goes.
Here's a chance.
Go, 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 go. Oh, no. Heavy touch. Booted long. I think Demarai Gray's going to be offside anyway. He didn't even bother going for it. And I think that should be that, as long as Tino Livramento is sensible here. Line. Do not throw it in field.
No, definitely go down the line.
Blow the whistle, ref.
Yeah, they'll be pleased with the win as well, Ben, I think, if we can get it.
One last ball forward. One last Sam McClelland header. Safe hands, Lucas Bergstrom.
Didn't want that to flop over his head,
No,
did you?
he did not.
Because Sam wouldn't have deserved that at all. He's had a good game at the back. So he's got himself into good positions to make decent headers.
Away it goes. There's the whistle. What a cracking win. Not a cracking game, but a really satisfying win. I'm sure Andy Mars will be walking off here, and John Harley and Mark Beanie and the rest. Maybe not Mark Beanie so much. Absolutely thrilled. 2-1. It looked like it would be one each, but Harris scored. Musquet squeezed one through that Lucas Bergstrom won't want to see again, but he'll feel better thanks to Henry Lawrence. 2 minutes from time. Chelsea's match winner. Their first win in 4, taking them up 3 places. 2-1. The